How's it? How's this sound?
I mean, you could be louder, but whatever.
I could
That's
be
that's
louder.
that's sarcasm and an immediate mistake on my part. The sound is good.
Challenge accepted.
No. Glub glub.
Welcome to KayFabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. I'm sitting here with my buddy Mathew Barnaby. We're going to talk about Money in the Bank, June
Yeah.
7th. I feel like it was June 7th. Anyway, how's it going there, Barnes?
It's going all right there, Mr. Nick. It's going all right indeed. Lots of wrestling this weekend. Some good stuff.
I have way too many notes. Should I be making so many notes? Is it too many notes? I guess we'll
I
find
thought
out.
I thought you had 0 notes for Money in the Bank.
Oh, notes for Money in the Bank? No. No, no. I was sitting with dogs. I actually watched it again last night and played Smash Brothers. So I didn't make notes as well. And tonight, I'm getting fucking drunk. Oh, bleep. I'm getting drunk. I'm not going to cut it out. I'm getting fucking drunk. I'm playing Smash Brothers. And, buddy, if you got a problem with it, come on by.
I
Let's
do
have a
not
fucking
have
yeah. We'll be playing a different kind of Smash Brothers.
I have a Donnybrook.
Just don't break my fence. So, cost a lot of money.
Okay.
On my
So-
other TV, I might put on TLC from 2003. Or whenever AJ Styles came in. Maybe it was 2013.
AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's 13.
Yeah,
2003.
2013 TLC. I'm going to put on some Smash Brothers. I'm going to drink some Bush.
Who's your
Put that
guy?
Bush to
Who's
the
your guy
booth.
for Smash Brothers?
What?
Who's your guy for Smash Brothers?
I mix it up a lot. But I do like Kirby.
Give me like a top 3. Okay.
I like Kirby a lot. I've been using. There's a guy you get right at the beginning. I forget his name. He's got like a sword. I use him a lot. I just started the adventure over because I beat it. Who's the other guy I like? I mean, I like Mario. Top 3 is tough because I do switch like a lot. Oh, I like that guy with the grenades. You know who sucks? Mega Man. Mega Man sucks a bitch's dick. I'll tell you that right now. Mega Man
Not
sucks.
not a fan of the Mega Man, huh?
No. Not. Have you played the new one?
No.
That came out 5 years ago, but they're still selling
No.
for $100.
No. That's Nintendo's way, man. They don't drop prices.
Are you gonna get the new Switch? It's only $800.
Yeah, it's not going to happen right now. It's not in the budget.
It has the exact same graphics. I heard.
No,
Meow meow. She just said meow meow.
no. You're talking to the biggest nerd on the planet. I could go through all the different specs, but I won't. So
Sounds like a different podcast. Are the graphics
It's-
better?
yeah,
So I should buy it immediately.
and smoother too.
There's still games in the original one I play like a lot. They're
Yeah,
all great.
I mean, I don't see a reason to get one right now.
There's one game really.
Well, my kid has the Switch, but there's no reason for a Switch 2 right now. I got too
Money-
many games to play. Sorry,
Money,
go
yeah,
ahead.
that's exactly it. I'm still trying to beat Grand Theft Auto from 20 years ago. 10 years ago. I literally never have beaten that story mode, but I played it for 7,000 hours. A lot of hookers.
So many hookers.
Oh my god.
Specifically, a lot of dead hookers.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing I did when I started replaying it. I got a hooker and killed her. It was so fun. I did it in the back alley and everything, so I didn't even get a star. It was really cool. And then I went out in the street and punched the guy 17 times in the face and killed him. And then I got a star and I ran away from it. And then I got another hooker and I killed her.
This is a great story.
Thanks.
Hey!
Clip it. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, money in the
Want
bank.
to talk about some wrestling, Nick?
Money in the bank. Money in the bank. I want to talk about money in the bank. But before we do, make sure you subscribe. Also, like, you stupid bitches.
There you go. That'll get the love.
So you got some, you got some notes?
Yeah, I got some notes. First of all,
Oh, my
Money in the
controller's
Bank.
so wet with old alcohol they spilled everywhere.
Shouldn't they call it like piece of paper in a briefcase? Because there's no actual money and there's no bank involved.
I wouldn't have taken it from you to steal a joke from your girlfriend.
That upsets me. I'm not above stealing jokes from anybody. You know that.
That's true. Yeah, it's not as catchy. I don't think it's as
Yeah,
catchy. One thing,
fair.
Dunder Mifflin in the what's the suitcase brand in the Schneider. Dunder and the
Uh,
Schneider.
Samsonite.
Yeah, Samsonite. Dunder and the Samson and the Sam.
Samsonite. I was way off. Dumb and Dumber. All right. Let's talk
I
about
don't,
wrestling,
so
Nick.
I shouldn't even look at my notes because we're not talking about what I have noted. So what was the first match? Women's Money in the Bank, right?
So we're talking Money in the Bank. The very first match is the women's match. That's Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Roxanne Perez, and Rhea Ripley.
Good match. Couple
I,
flubs.
really good match. The So I actually watched that a second time because
I watched the whole one a second time. Well,
my first batch of notes just said double code red made Nick burgers, Naomi won.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's as far as I got. But I did go back. So yeah, I mean, really good match. Some good back and forth. Kind of some crunchy moves throughout the whole thing. Roxanne ended up reversing a Razor's Edge from Rhea, and they both kind of crashed into a ladder, which looked really
Oh,
painful.
that was awesome. Also, the what is it? Ass from Hell or whatever.
The Devil's Kiss
Right, Devil's Kiss.
from Stephanie Vaquer to Rhea Ripley on a bridged ladder was very cool.
If that's a Devil's Kiss, I want to go to hell. That's all I got to say about that.
And then I said it was a double code red. It was what was it? Roxanne and Alexa Bliss doing it to Naomi and Stephanie Vaquer, I think. So they had the ladder in the middle and two ladders bridged out to the side. They both did a code red in stereo. Although I guess
right on the ladders. Why does this move have so many names?
Right. So Zelina Vega calls it a code red because that's what it is. But
No.
I guess Roxanne calls it Pop Rocks.
And then Penta calls it a Mexican destroyer.
Wow, that's more of a pile driver than a power bomb. It's the same. It's almost the exact same motion.
They do the flippy thing, right? Oh yeah, I guess they're power bombing them.
They're more
The
power
code
bombs.
reds.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, shouldn't they all just be called the Canadian destroyer? But I guess the other ones are power
No.
bombs.
Yeah. It's almost the exact same motion. Only with the Mexican destroyer they land right on the top of their head, and this one they land on their back. But man, that looked pretty painful. To be honest with you, pretty bad.
Rhea
But
Ripley
really,
being buried by ladders for 10 minutes. She got a little nappy nap.
she took some time out. I mean, she looked vicious throughout that whole match, though. When she was in the ring, you really noticed the difference with her size and her skill versus everybody else, in my opinion.
100%.
I think Rhea's the best woman on the roster right now with what she does overall.
It used to be Rhea and Charlotte, but it changed pretty quickly. I mean, you could toss Miss Lynch in there. She's good. And Valkyria, they got some good. But
I think they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong,
put
but
Rhea above the rest. You're right.
when you put Rhea in the ring with these ladies and she's, just throwing these women around and looking good doing it, it's just noticeable.
You can tell she's staying tight, trained. She's always improving.
Yeah. Agreed. So it ends with Naomi tossing a couple of ladies off the ladders and being able to grab the briefcase. So we got our first.
Blacko and Hart wins the ladder match.
We've got our first Money in the Bank winner in Naomi.
Owen Blackheart.
So what do you? I think you called it. You called it last week. Naomi was going to win. So I did not. Good for you.
I knew it, baby Billy. I knew it.
So
Billy, she deserves
next.
this.
I'm really happy with Naomi taking it. She's been in the game for a while. She's a very good wrestler. I am all for it. I mean, I hate her
Bailey,
attitude
Bailey.
right now, and she seems like a horrible person right now. But overall, with her tenure in wrestling, I say go for it.
Well, I think secretively, she's always been a horrible person, and we're just seeing her true colors. We're seeing her true colors coming through. Did you see her when she got the I can't say words today. The briefcase. She was like,
Yeah. Peekaboo.
"That was awesome."
She's playing peekaboo. It's adorable.
It was a good
Um,
match. It's probably the best women's Money in the Bank match, maybe that I can think of.
it
I
was
think
really good. It
the
was
last
really
couple
good.
of a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I mean they it used to be 10 years ago you could easily compare the men and the women, and there was a noticeable difference. These women are putting their bodies on the line for this stuff. It's really entertaining and really good. So kudos to everybody involved there. So up next we have a match that was made earlier in the afternoon. So I was watching Worlds Collide AAA, and Octagon Jr. had a match and gets called out by Dominic Mysterio at the end of it. So that sets up a match. And I was actually really excited for this until it lasted 3.5 minutes, and it was a glorified like squishy. Octagon barely got any moves in, which was really upsetting because he's a hell of a wrestler.
Well, he got
Dom
all the
kind of
offense,
just
though. Then
just
Dom won it.
Dom just throws in a frog splash and wins it. I really have almost no notes for that match. It was very quick and like I said, the Octagon barely got anything going.
I guess
It's
when
a
you're
shame to
fighting two
see, but
matches in 8 hours, the second match might be a little slower.
you would think so. But I think El Gable Americano would argue with that
Excuse
because
me. Have
he
you not
had
heard
to.
Wade Barrett talk about the differences in their nipple size and areola amount? Have you not heard Wade Barrett talk about the difference in nipples?
I have not.
Did you miss Wade Barrett talking about the nipple differences on pay per view? Let me ask you
I
one simple question. Did you not hear Wade Barrett talk about nipple sizes and how they're
I
different?
I've also heard Wade Barrett ask for somebody to make sure that they correct El Grande's Wikipedia page as well.
He talked about
That
his nipples for
that does
7 minutes
that
during
does
his match
not
tonight.
instill any confidence in me that Chad Gable and Americano are different people. Alrighty, so
Luchadors naturally have wider areolas.
is that what it is?
Talk to Wade Barrett.
That might be rumor, and I feel like that might be racist.
He's just reporting. He's a reporter, and he reports what he sees. A respected
I,
reporter.
I I don't know why he's seeing a lot of nipples, but okay.
Well, they all have their shirts off, man. We just got they're there. They're
Gable
right
and
there.
Americano don't though.
The other nipples are out. They have this thing.
All
It's
right,
real thin.
let's move on from
You
nipples.
see some nip.
Let's move on from nipples and talk about the women's intercontinental belt and Lyra
Talk
Valkyria
more about
versus
nipples.
Becky Lynch. I'm trying to keep this on the rails, man. I'm trying. I'm
And you're
trying.
fast.
You're like, hey, I don't have any notes. How about you run it? This is what happens. This is
Yeah,
what
that's,
happens. It
you say
falls
stuff,
apart
and then
quickly.
I make it
It
entertaining. Let's go.
it falls apart quickly. All right. So we got Lyra and Becky. This was a really good match. One of my favorite quotes out of that match was, "Look at Lyra's eyes. They're so sad. You can still see the potato famine in them." And that's a direct quote from you, sitting to my left while we were watching the match.
Is
You
I
still
wrong?
see the potato famine in those eyes.
Irish girls' eyes, man, when they're generations, they got sad eyes.
Is that what it is?
I think you can still see that famine in those eyes, especially if they're from the Belfast side.
So I
Telling
really
you.
like this match. These two match up really well, I thought. And there's some great moves in there.
Great chemistry.
At one point, Lyra got spiked by a DDT, and it looked like the way Rob Van Dam used to get DDT's like she just spiked her head
Yeah.
head down. Nasty. It was so
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool.
Right. There was a middle rope suplex by Lyra at one point, but she she holds on to it. I really like it. She holds on to it for as long as possible when she's going down. It looked like they were going to roll over each other. That's how long she held on to it for,
Well,
which
it's
I thought
more
was
of a
very cool.
traditional suplex.
Yes,
It's the strong
she just
style
happens.
suplex. It's like an
She just
80s
happens to
suplex.
be on the middle rope when she does it.
True. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Right. And then we had a nice leg drop by Lyra off of the announce table. Once the ladies get back in the ring, I thought it was over with a top rope manhandle slam. Right, she, like the super slam from the top rope, and Lyra kicks out of it. I could have sworn that was done.
Yeah,
I
we're
thought
gonna
it
see
was
more. We're
awesome.
gonna see more straps on her waist. That's for sure.
Who,
She's a
Lyra?
tough. Yeah, she's a tough.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she's already tag team champion and intercontinental. Or is she two-time
Yeah,
intercontinental?
I thought it was fantastic. Then they both get their finishers on the outside, right? A mayhem slam and the thank you that the Nightwing. There we go. I was looking for the word on the outside, which I thought was really cool. And then they finally get back in the ring, trade a couple of roll up pins, and there's Becky grabbing the tights
Wait,
for the
no,
one for the 1, 2, 3.
come on, come on. There was no tights.
There was
It was a
absolutely
clean 3 count. We're seeing the best Becky Lynch we've ever seen in her entire career. She beat her fair and square. 1, 2, 3. New Intercontinental Champion, the man, Becky Lynch. She's also got sad eyes.
That's true. That's absolutely true. I was trying to think of something funnier, but I got nothing. So I don't know. So interesting. Becky Lynch. So it's only the second Intercontinental Champion,
Yeah, but
Women's
then
Champion, since bringing it out, right? And the stipulation, right? If Becky loses, she's not going for that belt again. But if Becky wins, Lyra has to raise her hand. So Lyra did raise her hand. She fulfilled,
aggressively,
her bet. She still did it.
super aggressively.
But then Becky made her do it
Oof.
like 4 times, and then
Well,
made her put the belt on her and stuff like that, and that's humiliating, man. No,
she wanted to do one thing right.
that was dirty pool. She already raised her
She
hand. It
couldn't
was
do it
dirty
properly.
pool.
She was doing it aggressively. She was trying to throw her shoulder out.
She took a German suplex for her troubles, and I am all for that. All right, good for
We'll
you,
talk about
Lyra.
Raw soon, but as she mentions on Raw, she was trying to kill Becky with how hard she was raising her hand. She was trying to kill her. Literally.
Ridiculous.
So she's like, okay, you can't handle that. Put the belt on. Maybe you can handle putting a belt on.
Yeah.
And then cheap shot, suplex.
Right. Well, up next we have the men's. I got nothing. I'm just moving on. I'm just trying to plug through this. We're gonna be here until midnight. So next match is the Money in the Bank match for the men's, which
19
is
in, bitch.
Seth Rollins, LA Knight, El Grande, Chad Gable, Rooney,
Hey,
Penta.
idiot. Oh, you made a mistake. Chad's not in this one.
I said El Chad Gable, Grande Americano Gable Chad.
Give it a it's El Grande Americano. Be respectful to his culture.
His Minnesota culture.
He's from the Gulf of America.
Versus Penta versus Andrade versus Solo.
Solo
Now,
was the star of this match.
You think?
His animation was so funny, and the way he was making fun of people.
It was
I
making
mean,
he did
he
make
might
fun
not have
of
been the best wrestler, but he had the best reactions and stuff.
he made fun of LA Knight doing his thing, and he made fun of Penta.
Oh, that was amazing.
Did his fake walk.
He's getting awesome. Solo's getting awesome.
Well, speaking of Solo, I mean, we're going to be out of context or out of order here, but we're talking about Solo. Let's talk about Solo. Right? He's up on the ladder, ready to go, and out comes Fatu.
Disappointing.
And so Solo's climbing, is about to win the match, and Fatu does his yelling praise of Solo, but instead of saying love, he said hate. I hate you, Solo. He pulls him down, and takes him out, and holy crap, Fatu turned on Solo, which
To
I thought was
disgrace his
insane.
family and the whole isle of Samoa.
I disagree. I've been telling you for a while. Fatu's this breakout superstar. He's going to do amazing. So what leads up to that, though, right? At one point,
He
so
can do amazing and still be nice to his family.
I mean, his family's not nice to him, and we haven't done the
What?
SmackDown. We haven't done the SmackDown podcast, but that's something we can talk about. There is Solo and JC Mateo
Oh,
talking about Fatu,
he makes
and
a little joke.
Solo just dogging Fatu, right?
Makes
And Fatu heard. He wasn't happy about it.
harmless little happy cousin joke. Just a little joke.
Disagree. So, this match, I think the women's match was better. To be honest with you, this match it wasn't bad, but there was it's the same old running story, and we talked about this last week, and I kind of called this happening. Seth is going to do what he has to do, right?
Call
So
down the boys.
he calls the boys down, right? So we got Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker coming down. Braun Breaker spearing people out of their shorts. It was unbelievable. He's got a nasty spear. What blew me away was Fatu hitting a pop-up Samoan drop on Bronson Reed. What the hell was that? That was insane. It was so good. And that was right before Fatu turns on Solo, right?
Americano got a good spear. Braun
He
coming.
did. Yeah. Yeah,
You can see his
coming.
nipples widen when that happened.
Yeah,
It was like, oh,
that's not a fair thing to say. That's a cultural thing. He can't help it.
ouchie.
So, and I was really rooting for LA Knight, man. The crowd was behind him. The crowd was behind Knight. But Seth takes him out at the very end and climbs his ladder and takes it. Honestly, there wasn't as many cool things happening in that match. I kind of felt like it was like a standard match. There wasn't a bunch of crazy spots that I was kind of hoping for. And the most disappointing winner, in my opinion, wins it in Seth Rollins.
The Heyman family is gaining steam. They're gonna burn it down so he can rise above the ashes, my friend.
Just Seth doesn't need the Money in the Bank. He's got so much clout these days. He can just be
Nobody
like,
needs anything.
I want a championship match. No, but Penta can't just be like, I want a championship match, and he's not going to get it, right? Seth could. He doesn't need the briefcase. Whatever. I'm a little sore about it. All right. Screw Seth Rollins and his stupid family that isn't even a family.
Do I need to drink 12 Bush tonight? Do I need to play 7 hours of
No,
Smash Brothers?
you sure don't.
Do I need to watch really bad matches from the early 90s pay-per-views while I play Smash Brothers and drink those beers while smoking bongs? Probably not. Do I want it? Yeah. And Seth
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah, Seth wanted it. I don't think anyone else did. But yeah, there we go. There's the men's Money in the Bank. Anything you want to add to it?
Yeah, it's alright. The women's one was better. It
Yeah.
was just like, hey, let's all do our finisher, and then now Seth's gonna call down the guys, and then Solo's gonna call down his guys, and then Solo's guys are gonna turn on Solo. Yeah, it was whatever.
It was by the
The only
numbers.
good part about it was Seth winning. I was hoping Americano won, but
I mean, he absolutely could have. He had,
he probably had the best spots in the match.
I was gonna say he already had like a 25-minute match, but you're gonna disagree with me. But
Oh, he's
World
fresh
Club
as a
AAA, he had an amazing match
That's the only match I actually haven't seen on AAA. I watched
where
the
oh man, he gets cuffed so hard. They're trading slaps, and he gets one right in the ear. It looks so painful. Funnily enough, you couldn't see the ear injury to El Grande, but you could see the arm injury. I'm just saying. And at one point, he gets cut up, and he's got
He's
like
cut
he had
himself cut himself
like
shaving.
a 6-inch gash on his back from landing on one of the ladders too. The man is a beast, Chad Gable
You can
or
see his ear on
Americano.
Raw.
Or, oh, nasty,
It
nasty.
looked rough.
He got beaten up a little.
But that
All
little
right.
ladder spot where he went from the outside and jumped on a
Yeah, yeah,
ladder,
yeah. Oh,
tipped
I
it
thought it was
over,
gonna.
ran to the top.
I thought the other ladder was gonna get knocked down, like for sure.
Just before he did that, he put his acne thing on to help the acne on his nose under his
You
mask
mean
where
the
it's on
metal
him.
plate for him to cheat? Yeah, yeah.
No, it's acne. It's the
Is that
and
what
it
it is?
really he has an acne issue around his nose, and like it really really exasperates during matches because of sweating. So that's why you see him kind of put it on in the middle because it starts getting exasperated.
Okay.
So Wade Barrett said,
I don't trust either of you two.
"Bad news,
And
Barrett. It's still news."
God, I can't wait. I can't wait for Grande to be unmasked as Chad
Oh, I
Gable.
thought you were gonna say Grande versus
I,
Chad Gable match. Me
that'll
too.
never happen. They're best friends. Um, but
He did let
I
his boots to him.
can't.
That was nice.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear your excuse when it happens.
I
And
don't. There's no reason to excuse it. It's gonna be Hulk Hogan or somebody under that
I don't
mask.
like to bring it up because now that gives you some time to think about what your excuse is going to be. But just FYI, it better be a good one. Is all I'm saying. All right, let's move on to the last match of the night at Money in the Bank. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, John Cena, and Logan Paul's drone.
Oh yeah, he had the drone thing.
He did have the drone thing.
I like the drone thing gimmick. He did it at WrestleMania too. He didn't do it during a move though. This time he had it in his hand while he got
Yeah,
splashed.
that was awesome. He gets superplexed off the top rope while holding the drone the whole time, and they showed the footage of that. That was actually really
And then
good.
right
I like
after he
that.
hit, he got splashed. So you see the drone just go flying after
Yeah,
the splash.
yeah. It was really good. I like that. Um, right, and sort of a standard match. Again, the crowd into it with "You can't wrestle, yes you can," chants, dueling chants. And at one point, I thought this was going to cost them the match. Right, you got Logan and John Cena in the corner. Uh, Logan tags in, and Cena tags him right back again, and they start arguing, kind of a bit of pushing and shoving.
He slapped him. So hard,
Um,
too.
yeah, but it gave Jey Uso the chance to crawl to the other side of the ring and make the hot tag over to Cody Rhodes, who cleans house. I thought that was very very cool. Um,
It's nice to see Cody in the ring again.
it is yeah, not since WrestleMania, right? So, but I think the move of the match, and I hate to admit it, Logan Paul
Oh,
with
the
that
moonsault,
moonsault.
springboard
Holy
moonsault to
crap!
the. I
Yeah,
didn't think he was gonna make it.
his podcast, and I hate that I know this, but I'm going to share anyways. His podcast, he even said, he was talking to Cena about it, and Cena's like, "You're not going to make that," and he's like, "Yeah, I will. You will." And he's like, "You're not going to make that," but he said it almost in a daring way, like, "I dare you to try and make that." Um, but apparently, when he hit, he thought he broke his shins. Like that's how much it hurt, landing on the table and
Because I
going
thought he
through
hit
it.
his face on the table, so he hit his shins.
Yeah, well, face and like his face first, and then shins
Yeah, I didn't notice the shin thing,
on
but
the edge of the
yeah,
table.
I
Yeah,
did
he's like,
see
I thought
that.
I broke my shins. He was in so much pain for the longest time. It's
Well,
like,
think how much room there is between the ring and the announce table. It's got to be 10, 12 feet.
right, and then you got a backflip, so you got to get the height for the flip, but you also got to get the distance, and then you got to land like evenly on the guy. And it shattered the table, and you can tell those new announce tables, man, they got no give. People have been slammed on them earlier in the night, and nothing broke. And this hit just the loudest thud, like the most solid thud.
Yeah, that was
You
solid.
know,
He's earning his stripes, that's for sure.
fair, yeah, I'll agree with that.
I mean, he's wrestling like a guy that's been wrestling for 5 years. He's been wrestling for what, a year, 2 years. He's
Yeah, it's only a couple of years.
He's really impressive. I mean, he doesn't need the money. When he was a kid, you see pictures of him so he's always been a wrestling fan. There's pictures of him with belts
Yeah,
and stuff like that when he was a kid. So I wonder if this was the game plan, like Miz. But then he just made a bunch of money on the internet, so he just kept doing that for a long time.
Oh, I'm sure there was the idea of getting into wrestling this way, for sure, for sure.
Like, I wonder, but because the other guy wanted to box. I mean, Logan's box, but I don't think that was ever his dream. It was
No,
just
agreed.
money, right?
Yeah,
And
no,
here he
no,
is. He's like,
he's
and his YouTube personality is a heel. I mean, it's
he's the
perfect.
perfect asshole.
It's a perfect matchup.
He is
He's
he's
got
an
a face
asshole.
you just want to slap.
Yeah, yeah, and
It's
people
just
want to do it.
and honestly, his podcast is pretty good.
He did attempt a buckshot lariat and buckled his ankles, which caused Jay to get a kick in, which I thought was actually really cool.
Yeah,
The way they handled that. But yeah, so there's Logan laying on a broken table in immense pain, and here's Cena ready to do some damage, and all of a
he's got the
sudden,
kiss the belt set up, or he has done the kiss the belt.
yeah, no, he's got it all ready and set up, ready to go. And what I could only assume at the time was a fan jumping in and lays the beat down on Cena. He's wearing a balaclava, a full face balaclava, and he takes off. And who is it? It is my man, R-Truth, and the place went
Crazy.
insane.
Went crazy.
Insane.
Well,
it was so funny.
I saw a wee bit of his back. I'm like, I know that shade of black. That's R-Truth.
That's darkness right there. Yeah.
That's the truth, darkness for sure. I didn't see it coming.
No, I did not see that coming at all. Even afterwards, and we talked about this, right? Is it storyline? Is it fake? Is it real? Is it apparently him getting let go was very, very real, but the people chanting "We want truth" for 3 shows in a row made them kind of pivot and like, all right, I guess we kind of need this guy, and we can talk about more of that on the This Week in Wrestling podcast, because we got Truth to come out and say a few words. So
I don't think it's only the fans at the events either, though. They got eviscerated online.
Yo, yeah. Oh no, exactly. And from internal too.
Yeah.
And like a lot of wrestlers and executives who didn't know it was happening. Like, no one was happy. I read somewhere that this has been the most polarizing firing that's ever happened. And I can't think of a time when when people were this upset when someone got let go. Now, in this day and age, we didn't know about it 10, 15 years ago as much as we do now, right?
I'd say the most polarizing ever is Bret Hart, but yeah, it was a big one. For the modern day, definitely.
Yeah, but people weren't chanting, "We want Bret" for 3 shows in a row.
Well, they knew it couldn't happen.
Right, but also there wasn't really the internet presence for everyone to band together. But
Shawn Michaels did get booed for 10, 15 years.
Right, especially as soon as he walked into Canada.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so Truth costs Cena the match. We get a crossroads. We get a pin. It's over. And we get Jay and Cody standing tall at the end of the night. And that excuse you. That concludes our Money in the Bank. Any final words on that match, that last match? Or on the show at all?
Better than I was expecting, that's for sure. I mean, there was
the match itself was pretty good.
The referees were being very lenient, but
yeah,
there's a lot of people getting hurt in that match. It was a well-told story. R-Truth coming back was just the cherry on top, but
yeah, it was a good match regardless.
That Logan Paul backflip, I mean,
yeah, it was pretty special. That was I hate admitting that, but that was the man's putting it all at risk just to entertain people. So
yay! All right, 35 minutes. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Money in the bank, if you will. Like and subscribe. Probably very soon after you watch this, you'll see that we have This Week in Wrestling posted. I'll probably post this one first. I don't know. Any last words, Barnes? I know you've been saying a lot of words.
Nothing for me. I've been talking way too much.
A lot of words. You say a lot of incredible words, though. Those words are.
I have the best words.
I just
have the
want to
best
tell you,
words.
I've had a lot of people tell me the words are great. I mean, I don't really know about words that much, but
This guy walked up to me, tears in his eyes. All right.
incredible words. Like and subscribe. KayFabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear wrestling should be talked about. Mathew Barnaby, handsome Nick Hanlon. If you think I'm wrong, you're wrong. Like and subscribe. See you on the backflip side. Wait, moonsault flip side. It doesn't work.
Closer, but still not quite there. You want to give it one more shot?
See ya. Bye.